just at the meeting. You see, it was everybody. It was black people from all the way from Washington to New Mexico, I think. It wasn't only athletes. Athletes didn't comprise the majority of people there.
Did you object to that statement from Professor Edwards?
Well, no, that's what they agreed upon. They took a vote, and it was by a popular acclaim that that's what should be done.
He said unanimous, Lou. He said it was a unanimous vote.
It was by acclaim. They were going to vote on it, but it wasn't necessary.
Well,
There was no vote actually taken then at the meeting?
It was done by acclaim.
Lou, at this point, it does seem, I'm sure you'll agree to this, that there is great division among Negro athletes. Does that hurt the cause which men like Edwards and other militants who want to keep Negroes out of the Olympics, does that hurt their cause?
No, it doesn't. The only thing that happened, and I have to keep repeating this, is that the Western Regional Conference of Black Youth agreed that it would be the best interest for black people to boycott the Olympics. That's all it was.
Lou, the statement issued by Professor Edwards was that the athletes unanimously voted to boycott the Olympics. Are you willing to let his statement stand? It's the only public record of your position.
I don't know, because, you see, it was the athletes and maybe 150 other people. There were only 50 athletes there at most. That's at most. So you can't say it was the athletes did this. I think if you check back with Professor Edwards, he'll explain that to you exactly, as it was.
We have a Professor Edwards on film, Lou, in which he states quite clearly that yourself and Lee Evans, San Jose State, and Tommy Smith, also from San Jose State, did concur with the agreement that he publicly stated.
Yes, we were in the conference. We were in the conference, and it was by acclaim that this is what should be done. Now, for individual X at College X who might want to boycott the Olympics, he can use this as a guideline. You see,
I have reports that there have been threats made against key athletes saying that they had better boycott the conference. Do you know anything about this?
No.
Was your decision your own, or are you under pressure to go along with this movement?
I'm not under any pressure. It's just that I'm not supposed to even be here right now. All the statements were supposed to be made by Professor Edwards.
Lou, could we ask you this?
Is it good, do you think, for students who are not athletes to tell the athletes what to do?
It wasn't done like that. This was a thing involving the best thing. Pardon me. This involved something that we were looking out for the best interests of black people as a whole in this country. You see, that involves men, women, and children. Athletes, students, non-athletes, winos, everybody. See, that's the way the conference was held.
Well, the
Lou, we
Olympics
seem
are
to have
supposed to be individual races. They're supposed to be individual events, and pitting one man against.
Try out for the Olympics.
Lou, I think what we're hung up on here is, did the resolution say there will be a boycott, or that it is a good idea to boycott?
The resolution said it would be a good idea to boycott.
It did not say there will be a boycott.
No, it didn't, because the resolution did not speak for any one group. This was just like a caucus of black people that got together on this basis.
So,
Will not have to start until it's time for the Olympic trials. So until then, everything is up in the
Whether
air.
you consider yourself a participant at the moment?
It's not on at the moment.
According to Professor Edwards last night on film, during an exclusive interview, he indicated that the boycott is on, very much so. He came out very strongly to this point.
Well, nobody can say that anybody's boycotting right now because, there's nothing happening. You're going to have to wait and see. That's the only thing.
Did yourself and O.J. Simpson from USC have a meeting today?
No.
You did not discuss it at all?
No, I haven't met him.
But you did say a second ago, Lou, that you were leaning towards not participating, right?
I told you I didn't know. I still don't know. I can't tell you anything that I don't know.
Are the major factors in your mind that the question of eligibility, if you did go to the Olympics, you wouldn't be conceivably eligible here at UCLA for a certain period, right?
Well, if I went to the Olympics, I couldn't attend school.
Right, and that would cut your eligibility here, right?
Yeah.
In the next semester.
Yeah.
Is that as much a factor as
Another
the
thing
race
is,
issue?
You say that you were at the meeting. Professor Edwards says that it was a unanimous vote and that you voted in favor of the resolution which says boycott the Olympics, and now you say you haven't really made a decision. Now, is Professor Edwards right? You did vote to boycott the Olympics?
everybody voted to boycott the Olympics.
Does that not mean then that you will, if asked to participate on the Olympic team, choose not to do so?
I have no idea right now. See,
Apart
the
from-
thing that happened was, this is where I can see the conflict. We were asked if it would be a good idea for black people to boycott the Olympics. Everybody agreed that yes, it was. Certain people, it might not be good for, you see. That's up to everybody to decide for himself. That's all that happened.
Well, even though the people then at the meeting unanimously voted to boycott the Olympics, but from what you say, some of those people who voted to boycott the Olympics may not think that's a good idea.
They may or they may not. Like, all right, there's certain people there that might be in the pros then, you see. Certain people there that might have to go to school, you know, because the Olympics are in October. So now, if I go to school in October, now does that mean I'm boycotting the Olympics, or does that mean I have to go to school?
Hello, Lou.
How you doing?
Lou, we'd like to ask you some questions about the meeting last night. Did you attend the one that discussed boycotting the Olympics?
Yes, I did.
Could you tell us whether or not you voted in favor of boycotting the Olympics?
Well, I'm not allowed to do that. Everything was done under the auspices of the conference. Anyone who wants to boycott the Olympic does it at his own will. It was just that the conference said that it would be the best advised thing to do for black athletes to boycott the Olympics.
Well,
Have you decided-
At this point, have you made a decision yourself about it?
No.
Well, what is your thinking now? What are the factors that you're weighing in trying to make a decision?
Well, I'm not weighing anything because, you know, I've got so many other things to do now. It would be silly for me to think about the Olympics. The Olympics is about a year away. You know, it'd be very silly for me to, you know, spend all my time thinking about whether or not I should boycott the Olympics.
Well, what is your advice to other Negro athletes on this whole subject of boycott? Those
Well,
who do
I
have to
can't-
make a decision now.
I can't advise anybody else on what to do because everybody has to do everything for themselves. It might be good for some people to boycott the Olympics. You know, it might be the best thing for them. It might not be the best thing for others.
Lou, have you given any thought as to whether or not this may affect your future career as a professional athlete if you should boycott the Olympics?
I don't know. You see, I haven't thought about it, and if I do or if I don't is something that's going to happen a long time from now.
Why did you attend yesterday's meeting then?
Well, it was a meeting for black youth, you know, for the Western Regional, and I figured I should be there, you know, seeing how I come under that heading.
Hello, Professor Harry Edwards from San Jose State issued a statement, a joint statement, during which he said that
Only athletes that I don't understand what you mean.
The races are supposed to be individual events pitting one man against another and not representing particularly a country, but one man running or one man pole vaulting. Why would one man decide that he couldn't enter the Olympics because of the country he lives in?
That is not my decision. You know, I have nothing to do with that. That's up to everybody to decide for themselves.
But if you were to make that decision, why would it reflect on the country? It would
Well,
reflect
you
on
see,
yourself.
if you live in a racist society, you naturally have to react to racism. If you are attacked, you know, you naturally give a reaction. You see, if you're going to do something about it, you do something about it on the basis of your race. See, we don't catch hell because we're Christians. We catch hell because we're black. This is how we're reacting.
Well, there seems to be some conflict, Lou.
To the resolution, a number of Negro athletes in the East today, Boston and others, said that to them, this country is more important than their race, and they would like to participate. Do statements like that make you lean in their direction?
Well, I can't lean in their direction because I can only speak for myself. If you're in a racist society, and you're being discriminated against, it's up to you to do something for yourself. If Ralph Boston thinks that black people, one way or the other, you can use something that you do concerning the Olympics to change things here. But the Olympics are going to take place in Mexico City, and it's not going to have anything to do with what happens here.
It'll be highly publicized and everybody will know.
It always is, but you know, there's not much you can say about that.
Jess Owens, who